When we do see her step on the track, I'll let you know. But this race here, intriguing because it's only a field of 7. The market favourite, Mapunga Ruby's at $3.50. Stagger Out Lee, $3.80. Well, we all saw Stagger Out Lee just run home like she does to win the Zoom Top. And there's something about Stagger Out Lee in Melbourne. She just loves it here. And that's why I'm with her on top number 1. My numbers were 1, 7, 2 and 8. But market-wise, there's not a great deal happening. It seems like the fixed odds got it right pretty early. There's been marginal changes, but only very small. So we'll have more in a moment. That's race number 2, due in around 3 from now. The joys of racing. On the track and arriving at the start now for heat number 2 of the Fantabale Superstayers. Interesting race, the second heat 2 of the Group 1 Fantabale Superstayers. Mapunga Ruby, the golden girl out there in box number 7. She's won over $500,000 in prize money. She was 4th in the Zoom Top last week, had no luck from box number 7. She goes into box number 7 again with Stagger Out Lee, the winner of that Group 1 last week, perched up in box 1. May not be her thing, but if she can jump like she did last week, she's going to be a contender again. In the, we're over there at the start now. They're just starting to arrive at the boxes. This is the second, due in around 1 minute from now. Okay, race number 2. They are running with a tailwind when they exit the 730-metre traps at the moment, and that breeze has picked up a little bit as we progress through the meeting, the early part of the meeting. 370 about Mapunga Ruby, 390 about Stagger Out Lee. And I guess to add to your question earlier, Cusey, about well, she's fast and Nature Strip. Well, maybe it's a day where a couple of the champs go down, I suppose. Nature Strip defeated today, and wow, she's fast. She just looks to have it so tough out there from the awkward draw tonight, but she's been able to defy them from these tricky draws time and time again. Aft Cabin, the other one that was defeated in Sydney today, that was, I guess, expected to win. So we'll see what transpires. This is the Sportsbet Fantabale Superstayers heat number 2, and the favourite now, well, Stagger Out Lee's firmed up, overtaken Mapunga Ruby. And I guess for Jack Strutt, that's the way he'd be hoping the race goes. A bit of a replication of the market, because Mapunga Ruby was out in front as the favourite. Last few moments, Stagger Out Lee has firmed and is now the outright favourite for heat number 2. Starting signal. So they're moving in. The stayers are getting set. Sportsbet Fantabale Superstayers, heat number 2. Great sponsor of Greyhound Racing, Sportsbet, with the naming rights to the Superstayers, and of course a bit later on the Sportsbet Australian Cup heats. They're set to run now. Green light for race number 2. Favoured in box 1, Stagger Out Lee. Where will she get to? They're set. Away and racing, and Stagger Out Lee began beautifully off the inside again. Golden Quest had the speed to lead, but Stagger Out Lee, she's going to camp second. Leaders back 3 behind the speed in a perfect place. And then Zipping Neutron going around Mapunga Ruby, followed by Ritza Piper, Shazani, and last Osprey Storm. Well, Golden Quest led, only 3 lengths Stagger Out Lee. I don't think she's ever been this close. About 3 lengths then to Zipping Neutron. They're followed by Mapunga Ruby, a break to Ritza Piper, Shazani, and Osprey Storm down the back. Golden Quest the lead. metre. You get the feeling a little bit of a sitting shot now for Stagger Out Lee, and the champ makes her move and now takes the lead, turning for home. It's Stagger Out Lee taking control, sprinting away, and she stays it out like she does. Stagger Out Lee won at 2 lengths Mapunga Ruby, third in Golden Quest. They were then being followed, not too sure about fourth, getting through Ritzer Piper, a bit of an eye catcher. We'll get that ahead of Zipping Neutron, and then Osprey Storm back at the end of the field. Shazani and the run 42 and 59. Well, she's developed herself into being a front-running stayer all of a sudden. Back-to-back wins for Stagger Out Lee, and she showed brilliant speed on both occasions. Number 1 first has taken this young man, Jack Strutt, on a wonderful journey. And it just seems to be getting better and better every single time she steps out. Number 1, the winner, My Bro Fabio, Paradise Star, raced by P. Strutt for Jack Strutt at Springvale, just out of Wagga in New South Wales. And that's win number 12. It's start number 59. And there is no doubt she just adores Melbourne racing. Number 1, the winner. Second across the line. We just await the numbers to become official. But Stagger Out Lee, there's no doubt about her winning. Mapunga Ruby was the runner who flashed home late, should get the second. In fact, we just await these to be confirmed. So just awaiting numbers now on race number 2. And 1 is the winner. So we'll just await placings here. It'll be 1. Looked like Mapunga Ruby's done enough to grab the second, but we just await the judge's verdict here. We did have a little bit of an issue in the broadcast as they crossed the line there. So we'll wait the judge's call here. 1 the winner, so 1 is first. Has won that pretty easily at the end, Stagger Out Lee. Just awaiting placings to be confirmed. So 1 is the winner, with more to come on race number 2. So just take note, this placing photo is between 7 Mapunga Ruby and the 8 Golden Quest. Did have just a little issue with the televisions here in the broadcast as they crossed the line. So I was caught in between both, and one wasn't working. So it was hard to know exactly what's played out here, but we just await the judge's verdict. So 1 is the winner. There is absolutely no doubt about that. We'll await the judge's verdict for placings here on race number 2.